you are struggling to make handmade lash fans or want to perfect your fans using the pinch method, then keep watching because here is a tutorial for you. So firstly, always make sure that you are investing in good quality lashes and tweezers, as this will make life so much easier for you. There are a lot of different volume tweezers on the market, so I would suggest on practicing with a few different types so that you can find the one that you work best with and are most comfortable with. My personal two favourites are the half curved tweezer from Liberty Lash and also the L-shape tweezer. Both of these have an amazing grip. You'll find that all tweezers will come with what's called a biting point, and it's the point in your tweezers that grips the strongest. So one tweezer might have a slightly different biting point to another, so it's always best to practice with a few different types. So firstly, start by applying the lashes that you're going to be using on the back of your hand. I like to use a 0.03 or a 0.05, but again, it is personal preference. Next, I want you to give them a good fluff out with your spoolie. This just helps separate the fibres and makes them easier to fan with. So you're going to pick up a good chunk of lashes. These are 0.03, so I can afford to pick up a bit of extra lashes as the lashes are so lightweight. It makes a difference of where you're picking up the lash from, because if you pick up too high, the bottom of your lash fan is likely to fray. And if you pick up too low, then you may find it difficult because you're not going to have much of the base to work with when you're applying the lash to the natural lash. So I always use this line of my lash strip as my guide of where I'm going to pick up from. If the lashes are a little bit shorter, because these are a 16, I will probably pick up maybe just underneath that lash strip line. But I'm going to just line my tweezer up with the line and pick up about here. So next I'm going to grab a little chunk of lashes. Nice firm grip when you're taking it off the strip and pull the lashes towards you. You want to be aiming for nice straight line when you're taking the lashes from the strip. Now I want you to decide whether to go in with a forwards pinch or a backwards pinch. It's personal preference, so have a little go at both and see which one feels most comfortable for you. You are going to be working between your thumb and your index finger, and you're going to be working on the pads of your fingers here rather than your fingertips. So I'm going to use a backwards pinch, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to rest my tweezer on the pads of my fingers, and I'm going to just tap my finger and my thumb together, very, very light pressure. At this point, people try and squeeze the lashes at the base really, really hard. It's the opposite, so just most gentle and lightest pressure as you can. So you're basically just wanting to tap your finger and your thumb together. And also make sure that your tweezer is, once it's rested on the pads of your fingers, that there's no gap between your fingers and the tweezers, because this will also help in making your fan nice and tight and snatched as well. So once I've got the bases of the lashes securely within my fingers, with my tweezer hand, I'm going to gently release my grip, release my pressure so my fan opens, and then I'm going to keep it tight, close it again and release my finger and my thumb there. And as you can see, my fan is made nicely for me. There's a little excess fibre just at the base. I'm going to pull that out because I don't want that to stick in my client's eye, so I'm going to just gently tease that out. And then don't worry if you do get a little bit of frayed bits, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking it into your adhesive, which will refine your fan. So you can just gently knock it on the inside wall of your glue ring, and this will neaten your base so it's ready to apply. So we'll do it again once more. So this time I'm going to do a forwards pinch. So grab a small chunk of lashes from the strip. I'm going to go in and line up the tweezer with the tops of the pads of my fingers and just let my tweezer rest gently on there. Now with my left hand, I'm going to release the grip. As you can see, my fan is formed for me. Leave go, and I've got a nice snatched base again. So I'm not going to lie, the pinch method isn't an easy method to master, but it's so worth it when you do. So what I would suggest is just keep practicing with different tweezers, different lashes. Make sure your pressure is nice and light, small little micro movements, and practice on your little sponges, and I'm sure that in time you will be able to make perfectly handmade lash fans.